It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. With us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team. Well, you look at last year, they just could not find their footing, guys, against this team. They dropped all 3 games during the season. For 3, Oubre. The offensive rebound. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And finished off by Bagley.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much.
Oh, my goodness. What a play.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
You know, Greg, we talk a lot about Ball's offense, but his defense is just as important to this team.
Oh, Kevin, very disruptive. He has terrific positional size, and he can anticipate where the offense is going.
And it's Lillard missing. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for New Orleans.
Yeah, Ball just really good at running in transition. Smart at knowing where to sprint to in the open floor.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Oubre can't get it to go.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Towns. Tries it from 19. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly.
ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here are the Pelicans, leading by 5. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head coach of the Pelicans. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think they might want to play at a slower pace and try and avoid a track meet.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here.
Here to put on a show, your Brooklyn Nets.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lillard looking around. Oubre on the wing. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And Towns gets it to go.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Towns. Oubre outside. Pass to Lillard. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Pelicans leading by 9 on the inbound, and Ball with the lay-in. Ball's got 10 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
And good that time. 12 points for him.
really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. 13 points up at the end of the period. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Pelicans. Here's Hawkins with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And it's Anthony with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Johnson can't get it to go. Pelicans leading by 13. Pass to Hawkins. Launches it. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hawkins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside. Smith. And Smith slams it home.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wall. Here's Hawkins. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Inside. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And to see your son, Greg, find success in the NBA, I can only imagine that's going to be so special for you.
It is. I'm a proud papa because something that so few get to experience. So I couldn't be more proud of him and happy as well.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Hawkins, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
It's stolen by Bagley. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Out to the wing. Pass the ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. Can't connect from short range. Johnson goes in. Now Smith. The Nets working the ball around now. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Stolen by Ball. Giannis with it. Now Smith defending. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Westbrook. Up and in on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
It'll count. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Outside for Bagley. And they'll get another chance. To the wing on the left. 5 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Stolen by Ball. Giannis high post. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And Giannis' journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
No good on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. Pelicans leading by 21. Out left to the wing. Ball with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Pass to Johnson. Goes back up. It's Westbrook with the drive. Smith up top. Stolen by Ball. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Yeah, and Ball constantly looking for ways to come up with steals. Outstanding at covering a lot of ground with his overall length.
Johnson outside. Takes it inside to the paint. Just 5 on the clock. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Pelicans. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Off the inbound pass. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got 14 points for the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Pass to Hawkins. Outside Williams. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Hawkins. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The quick look, no good that time. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Hawkins. No good on the shot. Towns with the defensive effort. The Nets on offense. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets. Jaden Daniels.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Let's keep it alive. And the dunk by Towns.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been very effective.
56.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. Here's Lillard. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-ins. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
To the right side. The drive by Bagley.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
From deep three-point range, and it's Lillard missing. To the middle. Here's Bagley. And he banks in the layup. Bagley's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Lillard, right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Pelicans timeout. Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for your Brooklyn Nets.
No good on the free throw. One of the biggest changes in the NBA since I started broadcasting back in the early 80s, player movement, Richard. Guys switching teams all the time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for the NBA?
I think for players, it's great because you have more mobility. You have a chance to change your environment and revitalize you. For the fans, I understand. Probably not so much because really they connect to these players, especially when you draft them or they're a part of an epic year or a championship. You just hate to see those players go. So there's 2 sides to it.
And I bet as a player, knowing you as I do, you probably enjoy the challenge of trying to reassert yourself, find out where you could best help your new team.
Yes, and you enjoy your new role. I've been in roles where I was expected to be a leading scorer. I've also been in a role where I was expected to mentor Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes. All of those guys were drafted at my time in Golden State.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. And it's Ball penetrating. Bagley with a wide open look. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard with it. There's the drive.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that. Runs up against it and then outworks them.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Bagley with the bucket.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. On offense here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-3 run. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And there's such an edge to Lillard's game. Dave doesn't care where he is on the court. He's going to get buckets.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Lillard. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
New Orleans on D. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And the reject.